And so we shake hands and get started here at 120. Ryan Crookham, Bo Bayless.
Watch for Bayless's throw by, outside elbow control. He got close a couple times in the duel, and now we see the situation that Crookham was able to capitalize from. He's in the head outside single, and it's Bayless the one trying to sit the corner.
Crookham now gets some height, readjusts.
Give me a card.
Bayless locked through the crotch. We're scrambling here, center. 30 seconds gone by, first period. Crookham still chasing. Now has the ankle hooked and finishes around and scores. So Ryan Crookham, opening takedown here at 120, leads Bo Bayless 2-0. Minute gone by, first period. Crookham really excels on top. And that's part of why he's been so hyped coming through, as he has very developed and really score in all three positions. Has the wrist trap. Bayless hand fight, and then are now able to free. But Crookham switches sides, looks for turn, can't quite hit the cheap tilt there. Good forward pressure, has Bayless flattened out. Now Crookham again looking to turn, can't quite get there. Bayless fighting with his head to keep him going over. 20 seconds left, first period. Crookham up 2-0, looking to add points here, short time in the first period from top. And Crookham will ride out following the takedown, so 2-0 lead for the freshman. Really good start there for Crookham.
And quite a departure from the duel that it was Bayless controlling the ties and, really working the offense on the feet early in the bout. And you got Crookham on the board with an escape.
And that forces Bayless to open up. He is a really good defensive wrestler and a really good counter wrestler. And now, particularly in neutral, he's going to have to bring things to Crookham, which kind of plays right into Ryan's hands.
Look for Bayless. Crossface cradle is his go-to on top. Crookham up to his feet. Puts him back down right into the quad pod. Crookham, good job catching that quad pod, not getting broken the whole way back down to the mat.
Yeah, real savvy from Crookham there, and he's up and out, able to face and score, so 3-0 lead now. You can see Matt Veer's really animated in the corner. Looking to land his first state champion year one at Notre Dame, who's really burst onto the scene here, has a pair of finalists, places 4, and far and away the highest finish in school history, as they've been in the top 5 for most of the tournament here in the team scores.
And they're third with 68 points. Now St. Joseph's Catholic is not catchable in the second spot at 91.5, and Southern Columbia leading with 112 points. They'll take home the team title.
Yeah, but certainly something to build on here for Notre Dame, as they, with no real wrestling tradition to speak of, and now are with a pair of guys in finals and are looking really set going forward. Is Crookham just a freshman? Bayless will scoot out. 40 seconds left on the restart. It will be Bayless's choice in the third. Bayless shot from way outside, gets into the leg. Crookham
This is where he really excels. Crookham, he's going to get that crotch lock. And now it looks like he's just willing to take the stalemate here, pinching with the knees. But he's got great offense from here.
And we'll get blown dead. 13 seconds left to restart. Bayless taking his time to get back to center. Again, pushes the pace. Crookham Had a shot there to put Bayless on his back. Bayless kind of scrambles out and resets himself. 4 seconds left, will drive out. But Bayless starting to push pace and try to press the action on his feet.
And that's early in his career, that's where Bayless made his money with that dump. An outside carry, sometimes he gets to a regular fireman's. Look for that in the third period. He's going to have to make a decision here. I believe Casey Taylor said neutral, and he's going to have to go feet to back with that dump.
And I think that's the right call, though, because the worst case scenario for Bayless is you shorten the match by Crookham really being able to work on top. You know, if he's going to win this match, it's going to be on his feet. Give yourself as much time as you can to get into your offense rather than let Crookham shorten this match with his top work. A half shot, nothing doing. Bayless. Crookham defends it. Blocked off on both elbows. Level change, nothing. 90 seconds left now. Crookham looking to become the second freshman champ this afternoon. Currently leads 3-0. Bayless headed to wrestle at Harvard next year for fellow Pennsylvania alum Jay Weiss. Now Crookham in on a single. Bayless scrambles. As fighting that ankle on the right side. Now locked through the crotches. Crookham, good pressure, driving forward. And again, if nothing else, this burns clock with Crookham in pretty good position. Minute left now, third period. As Crookham starts to elevate. And this will get blown dead in a second. There it is, stalemate, 52 seconds left in the restart. Crookham still leads 3-0. As Bayless starting to get in time to press. As you said, Brock, that dump feet to back is looking more and more like it's really the one shot Bayless has here.
And it's a great spot for Crookham. Look at his technique here. 2-on-1, that chin hand. He's used his right hand, peels the chin hand, and goes deep, pulling the elbow tight with the left. Great spot to burn clock.
Now 30 seconds left. I think Bayless wisely drags out to get himself a restart at 26. Crookham shot from way out, gets in on the left leg of Bayless. Bayless locks and starts to scramble. "15 seconds now. Crookham locked through. Even giving up just 2, he would be fine with his cushion. Crookham digs in. Final 5 seconds. Ryan Crookham, your 2019 state champion at 120 pounds. Freshman winning his first title here in Hershey.
We're looking at Ryan Crookham, red ankle band, gold singlet, fires off a shot right away. He's a sophomore from Notre Dame Green Pond, taking on Levi Haynes. He's from Biglerville, and right now it's Crookham almost in on the attack.
And 2 sophomores here, both in the state finals a year ago. Levi Haynes, runner-up to Sheldon Seymour, 106 pounds. Crookham won the title, and he's on the board with the early takedown. Crookham ranked number 2 in the country. 50-1 on the season, 99-3 in his career.
And Crookham not interested in spending any time on top, kicks him away, gives up the escape. Back to work on their feet.
Talked to Crookham about the differences. Said last year things weren't ideal for him health-wise. Little nervous coming into the final. He feels good this year. He wants to open it up. He wants to create a lot of scoring opportunities. A major decision in the regional final for Crookham over Haynes just last week.
Haynes in slight control of the situation with a front headlock, but the referee stops the action for a stalemate. 48 seconds to go in the first period. Crookham reaching for a shot. Haynes in on the leg right now as he tries to build up. You're going to notice Crookham has rubber knees, so referee's going to go ahead and call potentially dangerous there, but Crookham oftentimes puts himself in those type of positions. He's got very flexible knees. You do see a knee brace on that knee. See if the referee lets it go a little bit longer before he stops it next time. Right now, Crookham, 3-point stance. Both wrestlers down on their knees. Under 10 seconds to go in the first period. Haynes now with the hard head club, gets to a front headlock position. 3 seconds left. So that's how we'll end the first period with Crookham taking a 2-1 lead into the second.
Haynes 106 pounder last year. Spent some time at 120 this year. Felt it wasn't the right weight class. Goes up to 126, right back in the PIAA state finals.
So Haynes won the toss, elected to defer to the third period. Crookham chooses bottom to start the second. As you mentioned, 2 sophomores from the same region. Got to think this could end up being a great battle over the next couple years. Haynes goes double thigh pry, Crookham able to come up. Haynes drops to a leg. You see that flexible knee again from Crookham as he's able to escape and get his 1-point escape and take a 3-1 lead. Haynes is doing a nice job when they're both on their knees of taking Crookham's head and putting it underneath, but unable to get any offense going from this front headlock position.
And that right elbow position is what you should be looking for there. If he gets it in too deep, Crookham's looking to drag off the situation, but if he can shorten that up, get his elbow a little bit higher, keep it from getting sucked under, then he's got scoring opportunities.
Yep. And often that's a problem for young wrestlers. They get too deep on that front headlock and get their elbow trapped, and it's hard to get your offense going when that guy's got that firm grip on your elbow. Flurry of hand fighting here right now as Crookham fires off another shot. Here we go back to that front headlock position. As we mentioned before, Haynes' elbow is buried, and there's Crookham trying to drag, a little short drag from the mat.
Update on your team score. Notre Dame 106, Montoursville 94. Montoursville picked up the win at 106 in the finals, but on the backside, Notre Dame's done some work. Kletzos and Unger both picked up third-place finishes, and it was Evan Mag picking up 5th place at 106. Kletzos with a fall and ultimate tiebreaker. Big bonus points for the Crusaders.
And we're back again in this front headlock position. Haynes has got to try to bounce his head to try to wiggle his arm free. Referee blows it dead, but neither wrestler got that at first. So calls a stalemate. We're back up to our feet again. Under 30 seconds to go in the second. Haynes is keeping it close. As you mentioned, he was majored last weekend in the regional final, so close match here right now, and I'm sure that's what his goal was. Keep it close into the third period and then see what happens from there.
Yeah. Anytime you're in a situation, you're wrestling somebody that majored you a week ago, shorten the matchup, create less scoring opportunities, get one at the end.
And now Haynes is going to have choice here in the third. We'll see what he does. Says neutral.
And it's a learning opportunity. 9-0 wasn't able to put any points up on the board. Doesn't want to put himself underneath. Crookham's tough, gets that reinforced bar, cross wrist tilt series. Very effective. Haynes is sitting at 3-1 with 1:47 to go in the bout.
They're down to the same position where they've spent a lot of time. As to get ready to say, they come back up to their feet. But Crookham trying to fire off a shot, front headlock position. See if you might be able to go knee tap on that far knee. That's really your only option when you got your arm stuck underneath and that guy's clamped on your elbow. It's either you're trying to bounce the head and kind of limp arm out of there, or possibly go for that far knee tap, trying to create a scramble. Crookham tries a little throw by, but Haynes able to drop down under the leg, but now it's Crookham in better position as he tries to step over. Haynes hanging on for his life right now. Crookham over to step over, and there's 2-point takedown.
Place finishers at 123 wins area. Place finishers at 120.
Crookham in control on top. Haynes is up to his feet. Crookham drops down to the foot. No stall call yet, and there it is. So that's the first. Crookham will get a warning there. 37 seconds left in the period. Crookham with the claw on the side. Haynes able to get the escape. Cuts the lead to 5-2, but he's gonna need something big. Tries to go big, but nothing doing there. Crookham ready for it. Picks up another 2-point takedown, increases the lead to 7-2.
You called it looking for something big, looking for that concrete special, chin hand. Crookham fought that off, secured the takedown, 7-2 with just 10 seconds remaining.
And Ryan Crookham is going to bring home the state title with a 7-2 decision over Levi Haynes.
Theme of the day, two-time state champions. After our freshman in the opening bout, Gary Steen picked up his second title. Sheldon Seymour picked up his second. Ryan Crookham, 2 for 2.
138 pounds, AA state final. Connor Pierce, the senior from Harbor Creek, comes in with a record of 37-0, 139-17 career mark. But he'll have his hands full with Ryan Crookham as Crookham in on the attack. Has both legs, trying to finish. Nothing yet, and there's the 2-point takedown for Crookham. So Ryan Crookham from Saucon Valley, a senior, undefeated on the year, 16-0. Missed a good chunk of the season this year. A career record of 115-3. Two-time state champion, looking for his third here this afternoon.
And whenever you're talking about this match, a lot of people have been looking forward to this. Connor Pierce has a good attitude. He's been 7th, and 4th in the PIAA. He said, you know, a lot of people give Crookham a lot of respect. They don't go after him. They try to shut the match down. He's like, and he gave this quote to Jeff Upson. He said, we breathe the same air. You know, we're both human. Everything's the same. Yes, he's Ryan Crookham, but I'm Connor Pierce. Coach Tommy Roan.
And upsets happen, especially in the sport of wrestling, where you don't always have to be the better wrestler. You just got to put your opponent on their back for 2 seconds, and you'll pick up the win. You see that rubber knee there from Crookham. And when I say rubber knee, that's the one that has the big old knee brace on it. So that's been his go-to defense for a couple years. Guy gets to his leg, able to slime his knee out of there, but
yeah, it's a situation as you get older and mature, it becomes more difficult, harder on the body.
Nice club by Pierce, able to sink in the underhook, but unable to get good head position with the underhook. Now we're stuck underneath. Crookham hanging on the elbow, probably headed to a stalemate. There's our stalemate with 25 seconds to go in the period. As mentioned, Connor Pierce undefeated. Another one of these top-level guys that is not committed to wrestle yet anywhere in college. Well, Crookham has made his decision. He'll be headed to Lehigh next year. Crookham ranked number 2 in the entire country.
And Pierce has got to be careful there. Got called for the stall of delay of the match. Fixing the hair and the headgear in between periods.
finishers and their coaches at 132. Please make your way to the awards area. Please finishers and coaches at 132.
Crookham able to come up to all four. Attempted lift by Pierce. Crookham able to stay in a good position to be able to come up to his feet and get that escape and go up 3-1. Crookham takes a look at the corner. Coaches are telling him they want him to get on his offense, get those hands and feet moving, and to start to get on Pierce's legs.
After the Kletzos win, I was a little premature handing Notre Dame the title. Stall warning goes against Crookham. Saucon Valley can only score 11 more placement points. However, with some bonus points sprinkled in there, they trail by 12. So it's not a finished deal, but pretty darn close.
Crookham unable to wrestle last year due to injury. Coming back senior season for Saucon Valley. Wants to get himself back on the top of the podium.
And it's him and Dayton Pitzer, 2 of the 3 going for their 3rd title. They've never lost in Hershey. Pitzer missed his sophomore season. Crookham out his junior year.
Crookham competing for Notre Dame Green Pond his freshman and sophomore year. As you mentioned, missed last year as a junior. This year finishing off his senior year at Saucon Valley.
And that's his home district that he went back to last season. Had he been able to compete, it would have been at Saucon Valley.
Crookham, one of the heroes at the team championships a month ago. Able to pick up a fall, I believe it was, in the final matchup versus Notre Dame Green Pond.
Here's a position that, and he's going to override his coaches. Talked to him before the match. He said, yeah, I know Crookham's tough on top. He identified it as a position that he needs to win, and he likes what's happening on the feet. Has a stall warning against Crookham. Trails 3-1, didn't want to get stuck underneath where Crookham is just such a college level top game with the cross wrist, reinforced bar. Difficult to get out from underneath. Pierce knows that, and Pierce says, let's take it up on our feet, see if I can score a takedown.
Yeah, and with 1:35, Crookham has to get his offense going. Really important for him, I think, to fire off a shot so he doesn't get a stall. And there it is.
This is where Ryan Crookham is really, really good finishing, cutting across. He does that back arch, rolls through, comes back in.
Big takedown for Crookham. Not only on the board as far as points go, but he was dangerously close to picking up another stall call, and it would have been a 3-2 match. So
that head to the outside where the guy presses in, he's just getting off to the double leg, cutting, and he does this little arch through. Beautiful technique.
And pretty unorthodox. You don't see a lot of guys finishing their doubles that way. Tough to defend, and this is where Crookham can really go to work. Wouldn't be surprised to watch him end the match here in the top position with under 50 seconds to go in the 3rd period. And Pierce, wrestled a pretty good match. He was hanging in there with the 2-time state champion. Kept it close for a while, but that takedown for Crookham just really iced it, put him in the top position where he likes to be, and he's going to try to finish off this match and finish off his high school career. Right where he likes to be, riding on top.
See
So-
Coach Don Roan, Coach Tommy Roan in the corner for Crookham.
And there it is, Ryan Crookham, your 138-pound state champion.